Morning guys! Well, actually no, it's afternoon today when I'm recording this. But when you're watching it, it'll be the morning. So anyway, let's get on with the video. Are you guys sort of wondering how on earth I can find some new patterns, some more inspiration, things like that? Stick around and I'll tell you how. Okay guys, I am going to tell you my little secret that ain't so secret, by the way. It is using hashtags. Hashtags are like the best thing invented ever because you can follow along with these hashtags and find new inspiration like every day because everyone uses them. There was like a bit of a myth that happened that like using a hashtag didn't really get you anywhere, all this sort of thing. Like, yeah, okay, people with a massive amount of followers don't really need to use them to be discovered. But having said that, I use hashtags not to be discovered. I use them in the sense of I follow a lot of hashtags to get new inspiration for myself. So I figure, well, if I'm doing that for myself, then other people are gonna do it and find inspiration, hopefully, from my stuff. So let's chat specifically some hashtags for you guys. I have picked out a few of my favorites. Yeah, let's get into it, okay? So with hashtags, there's all sorts of different types that you can use, okay? So you can use pattern company specific ones, there are general sewing ones that you can use, and there are even sewing challenges. I love a good challenge. I love having a deadline, but at the same time, I'm such a procrastinator. I love having a challenge, but at the same time, it's like, I'm generally just gonna get it done in the last week or whatever, okay? Because most of them are like a month thing, like you get a month to be able to do them. Anyway, let's chat specifics. My first lot are the pattern specific companies. Now, pattern company specific, okay. So, pattern company specific hashtags are like made up by the pattern company themselves. So littlelizardking, for instance, there's a few different types you can use specifically for those pattern companies, okay, or that pattern company. So there's llkpattern, there is littlelizardking patterns, so you can spell the whole thing out, just littlelizardking. You will usually find them on your pattern that you get. A lot of the pattern companies will have them either in the tutorial part of their patterns, or they might have them on their websites as well. You can also use LLK and then the pattern name. So for instance, the LLK Galena or LLK Indie. Another company, peonypatterns as a hashtag. There's tadahpatterns as well. That is literally just hashtag tadahpatterns. And patternemporium, if you're looking for more of an adult pattern company, they have patternemporium, like hashtag patternemporium, hashtag PE patterns, hashtag PE unwind, hashtag unwind PE. So you can play around with them a little bit. Sorry, just quickly with the pattern specifics, you can find on Instagram what other hashtags these pattern companies are following as well, and you can go that way as well. I will show you a little screen view of how to do that. It is so simple. I'll talk you through it just quickly. So you go to the pattern company. Let's just talk about peonypatterns for a second. So we'll go to peonypatterns Instagram page. We'll click on their following, so who they're following. We will click on that tab up the top, and then we will have a look at the very top. There is hashtags that they're following, and you click on that and it comes up with all of them. And you can just go through and you just follow the ones that you think you might like. All right, so now let's talk about the general sewing hashtags. Ones I like to follow that are more general and ones that I tend to tag in my stuff are sewingforbabies, hashtag sewingforkids, hashtag sewingweekender. Now, I don't follow this one, but this one is hashtag youngsewingmamas. And then there is a hashtag pdfpatterns as well, if you're specifically looking for PDF patterns, which you're then probably going to find more companies through that one, just as an FYI. Oh, and there's one more, which is hashtag fridaysews. Now, this one isn't as popular on Instagram. It's much more popular on YouTube. So you can look up hashtags on YouTube as well. Okay, so let's talk about two different categories that falls into the challenges. Oh, so fun. Okay, there are two types. So there is more ones that are like photo a day kind of challenges. They're generally ones that aren't associated with prizes and like winning something. It's more of a challenge just to get you sewing, to give more inspiration to everyone, things like that. So that's more what that's about. And let's be 100% clear here. Most of these sewing challenges, there is no pressure around them. And the people that create these challenges will, nearly 99% of the time I have seen that they preface that there's no pressure to finish it or to, to complete the challenge, because the thing is, sewing's meant to be enjoyable. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Okay, let's talk about which hashtags I'm talking about for these. I've only got a couple. So there is this one, I have to read it because it's like a bit long. So it's called hashtag bpsewvember, and by the looks of it, looks really good. I haven't participated in it before, but it's a photo a day. So again, I'm not entirely sure who started this hashtag. So basically what you do is they have a post, there's a post that comes out and it's kind of like the theme that you take a photo of yourself in a particular garment. This particular hashtag, I have noticed that there are a lot of like imposter kind of posts, so they're not like quite right. But I have noticed there are the bpsewvember and then the year that seems to be more specific to us as sewers, because there's some really strange stuff going on, so you might have to weed through some of that sometimes. Don't be put off by it because you will still find some stuff in there. But yeah, because there's actually a tab that's in your hashtags. It says top, recent and reels. Like, I love a good reel, of course. And if you follow me on Instagram already, you'll know that majority of my content are reels. If you go recent and the actual challenge is happening then and there, then you're generally gonna get the right stuff. But just as a note. Okay, another one that's coming up soon is called memademay, and that is a photo a day in whatever's me made. Basically, it's just to give inspiration and show off what you have made, because sometimes if you're not a content creator and you're just if you're a consumer of this and you just love sewing for the hell of sewing, then sometimes we miss the opportunities to celebrate our beautiful makes. So if you have something that you've made, you're really proud of it, wear it. And that's the whole point of memademay. Just get out there, take a photo of yourself and be a part of a fantastic community. And this is a great way to find other people in your area, like-minded people. It's really great to find community. All right, so let's talk about things that you might have to sew up for that particular challenge. Now, the first one is what's happening right now, and I have a video on it for some inspiration. I can link it here for you guys. It's called So Frugal 22. Now, I always want to say 2022, but it is just So Frugal 22. And it's been so much fun. I actually didn't think I was going to get it done because the first garment that I made, I actually realized I broke one of the rules and I had no idea I had broken them. So it wasn't until just recently I was like, oh my gosh, I can't actually enter that. I better make another one. So that is coming. And then I am in the middle of making another one. So that closes yesterday. So sorry, be prepared for next year. Go back, have a look at my video. Go have a look at all of the other wonderful 70 other vloggers as well that did inspiration for you all. Mine are more specifically to kids than the others if you're sewing for yourself. A great one that's starting this April. It's called Selfless Sews April 22. I'm really excited about this. My love language is cooking for others, giving to others. I just love it. I love being able to give people things that I've been able to make with my own hands, put all of my love into, all that sort of thing. So Selfless April 22 is so up my alley. I'm definitely going to be participating in this one. One that's also just finished in March was Sew Yellow for Endo 2022, and that is sewing something up that's yellow or something that's got yellow in it at least, and it's to raise awareness for endo or endometriosis. And I think that's a great cause. I didn't get around to doing that one. I only just heard about that one just before March, and I kind of don't think, oh, I just realized I have something that I can totally enter that I didn't even, there you go. See, sometimes that just happens too. And then another one that's happening in April, so you can totally jump on board. It's not too late. Definitely not too late when it's the first. So April Blouse. Now, I know that Kristen from the Dahlia Society is hosting that along with Cloth Edit. So I don't have full details just yet, but if you go over to her YouTube channel, which some of you guys have come from there, so thank you very much for watching me. Okay, so that's it for the hashtags that I have for you, because let's start small, because it is a massive rabbit hole sometimes, and that is the point too. These are to get you started, and then have a look at the posts that you find in these particular ones, and then have a look through what other hashtags those people have hashtagged on that post. If you like that post, then yeah, they're probably gonna have more than just the one. That's it from me today, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe as always, and I will talk to you again next week. Bye, guys. And of course, there's a plane in the background. Love that for me.